Hey guys, welcome back. Today I will be reviewing my Trek Fuel EX7 mountain bike. This is going to be very similar to my Trek Marlin 5 review, just with a lot more, just because this bike has a lot more features compared to the Marlin 5. So let's get started with the frame. The frame on this Fuel is a Trek Alpha Platinum aluminum technology, again also with G2 geometry. The frame includes control-free internal cable routing, which prevents cables from scratching and marking up your frame. Probably my favorite feature on this model is the MinoLink chip, which can change the geometry of your bike from cross-country to downhill. If I'm at a lift-access downhill park, such as somewhere like Stevens Pass or even Whistler, I would use the MinoLink chip for a downhill mode. But when I'm at Duthie Hill riding cross-country or racing cross-country, I would change it. The fork that comes standard on this bike is a RockShox Reba, featuring lockout and 130 millimeters of travel. On this fork, it's very cushy, landing big jumps such as flying squirrel, but on technical things, it's very light and makes the movements just as much as it needs to. Now, let's move on to the rear suspension. In the back, you're running a Fox float. I love this suspension. It also has 130 millimeters of travel. It has 3 settings. What I like to call left is launch, which is when you're riding jumps. In the middle, you have your trail setting, which is for riding single track. And on the right, you have your cross country, which is almost fully locked out. The rear suspension is very nice, and even the fact that having rear suspension just makes things a whole lot better. The shifting, the best part of this bike. This bike uses a SRAM NX Eagle 12-speed drivetrain, unlike its previous year's 11-speed drivetrain. I love this, as it provides you with a very wide variety of gears. In Gear 1, you're going to be pedaling very fast, and it's very helpful on a very steep or technical climb. In your lowest gear, you're going to be having a really hard time pedaling, which is amazing for downhill and jumping. The fact that you have a 12-speed drivetrain on a bike that costs $2,800 is very impressive and is also an amazing deal. Something I forgot to mention to you guys earlier is the fact that this has a dropper seat post, which completely helps the fact of cross-country to downhill. I love this because it's a very quick transition. The bike also comes with active braking pivot, which keep your suspension active on big jumps like these. When you brake, your suspension keeps in motion and is still very cushy and smooth. Speaking of brakes, the brakes on the Fuel EX7 are Shimano 4-piston brakes, which are very powerful and reliable in wet and muddy conditions. Before I show you the bike in action, I'm going to show you the handlebar. These are very wide and has a tapered steerer on the frame. The handlebar includes the shifting levers, the knock block frame defense, and the dropper post lever right there. So do I think this bike is worth the money? Yes, I do. I love everything about it, and I think that at this price point, $2,800, you're getting a bang for your buck. You're getting the shifting, you're getting the internal cables, you're getting a dropper post, and you're getting a Solo Air very nice suspension fork. Here's the bike in action.